Hey, yo, this is King Earner coming to you guys live and direct. YouTube ain't been the same since King Earner left. And I want to say I never really actually left. I just had to put a few things in perspective. But tonight I had to come back and I wanted to put things in perspective in a very honorable manner because at the end of the day, we got to make sure we carry the honor correctly and protect the community because there's a lot of people that need to be protected from the community. And tonight, there's a Rilzat that's running around. He want to go ahead and, he want to talk crazy about every other rat. Rocker Flavor, that's his joint. Oh, Rocker Flavor's a rat. Are you a rat too? Or they didn't give me a check. Are you a check chaser, you dishonorable killzut? Where's your honor at? But at the end of the day, the way King Earner is carrying it, I need to give some real understanding because Brian Andrews is a dishonorable Milzut. He came to me through some cameramen, some individuals that are not into the streets, never was, they good Muslim brothers that do positive things. And I'm going to give them the pass because they couldn't be able to see this Rilzat. I wouldn't because it's instant offense for the entrapment case, that's what I call it, with the Rocker Flocka, whatever the hell his name is, Rocker Flame, Rocker Game. I don't know this killzut, but they say he lined up the whole world. Chicago, Philadelphia, people in all different areas. He lined them up with like this sting where the government took time out and, had individuals, agents and rats like these guys, like Slime and them, come to people and say, look, we got a sting going on and we want you to come a part of it. We getting this money. And it's this in their house. So they sending people in different spots and different areas and warehouses and telling them it's a bunch of drugs, a bunch of money. And when you run in there, the federal government is in there waiting to cuff and stuff you. This wild cowboy, Rilzat, dishonorable killzut, he actually was the individual who got caught up in that. And he stood tall on that. And you'll find that a lot of these rats, a lot of these CIs, they stand tall on it. And what end up happening is this mutt just want to keep coming and saying, yo, the guy that got the truck from Southwest Philly, man, I want you to, snatch his honor because he's a Rilzat. He got us all locked up. Well, what this dishonorable cowboy won't tell you is that he lied on a person by the name of Charlie from West Philly and put a homicide on him. Just lied, man, and put a homicide on him, right? Got him cuffed and stuffed. And he also done something very dishonorable also. And that's why I'm really here tonight. I'm really here for that because you got to understand when you have a father that has an honorable son, you would think the father would go ahead and spare his son and take the case. I know if me and any of my boys, my sons, my biological sons were caught up in any type of nonsense, and even if they wasn't my biological sons, I'd honestly, to be truthful with you, I would stand up and take it, man, even if I bought them a part of it, or even if I didn't, I just happened to be in a car with them or a part of their negativity, I would go ahead and take it because who wants their child in a jail cell? Nobody wants their child in a jail cell. So at the end of the day, I'm coming forward tonight because I want every father around the world to understand that you never should introduce your child into crime. And I want y'all to really pay attention to this name because it's a senior and a junior. The senior don't have no honor. And
man, give him your name. My name's Cowboy. I'm from West Philly. If you look up the case, you're going to see Brian Andrews Sr. I'm going to just want you to say senior. I'm the daddy. I'm not the kid. I'm not the son. So when you look it up properly. You know what I mean? He's putting out a rat.
That's where he tried to pull a wool over my eyes at. You hear me? And at the end of the day, I peeped it because some good men, they hit my line and said, Earner, although the rocker guy, they got the truck, they got the food out Southwest, although he is a Rilzat, Cowboy, Brian Andrews Sr. is a Rilzat. And I had a couple other good men from out West Philly that hit me and said, Earner, the son's solid. But this Brian Andrews Sr., he's a dishonorable piece of trash. Because not only did he chisel and line people up as a CI, but he booked his own son in. Damn. It makes me go back and it makes me think about the mafia and different gangs and how people betrayed their children and locked their children up. But more than anything, it makes me think about the individuals like myself who don't intend wrong for their children. And if their children gets a part of something negative, they will want to sacrifice their own lives to make sure their child isn't put in a jail cell. But this Brian Andrews Sr., this fake wild cowboy, as he called himself, is a dishonorable dillstick sucker. And he runs around here locking people up. And I need the youngins to understand that there's a lot of youngins that look up to this cowboy freak, right? They're running around here, they're saying to themselves, damn, OG talking all the shoot 'em up bang bang stories. He talking all the killer talk. But at the end of the day, he far from a killer. He far from a tough guy. Just because a man been in prison don't mean he's solid. Yeah, I've been in prison, but guess what? I was solid before prison. This guy never was solid. And he's a piece of trash. And I need the youngins to understand, y'all running around and y'all might be making a mistake by giving him some work. And I'm not condoning anybody to hustle. But I got to speak on it because if I don't speak on it, then guess what? There's a bunch of young men that's running around these streets that probably can get caught up and sent away. So I'm here to tell them youngins today to make that next re-up your last re-up. Because it's 1,000,001 Brian Andrews Seniors out here locking men up. And I'm the type of man, if I could replay meeting up with this kitten and him trying to pull a wool over my eyes, because it will be hard for any man to see that he was a Rilzat because he's bringing his instant case, the offense of what he got caught up in and he stood tall in. And there's no other recollection of him ever becoming a rat or being a rat because he's a CI. He's actually working. See, I call him a dishonorable, intelligent Rilzat. You see? He made sure he didn't have no paper trail behind him. And that's how he almost got past King Erna. But everybody know me, and the ones that know me of honor, they'll tell you, ain't no way you're going to get past Erna with that. Because Erna is too solid because he's going to do the investigation. And I done the investigation, and I couldn't find this Rilzat, nothing with his name on it, because he's an active CI. So when you talk about the guy, Rocker Flames, or whatever this freak name is, that selling food down Southwest, when he talks about him, what he's doing is like most rats do. He's taking the focus off himself and putting the focus on another Rilzat. And I'm just thankful that I got good supporters and good fans, man, that reach out and don't mind saying, damn, King Erna been sturdy. So if he been sturdy, you know, why not give him the honors and let him know at the end of the day, that cowboy kitten name shouldn't be Cowboy. His name should be Cowgirl. And he shouldn't be running around here in the streets. If I could revisit it and bring him back in front of me, I'll hawk spit in his face and kick him dead in his rear end and make sure he never come out the city and still zab him until my arm is tired. But I don't want the youngins to think like that. I want y'all to have understanding that we kill rats with success. We don't kill them with violence because their souls will come in the courtroom and get in that box on us and point us out and say, it was Erna, it was this person. And that's not what I'm promoting, man. I'm promoting Stop Recycle Crime Section A for the individuals that got the smack on their wrists and said, I'm going to go ahead and tell I'm a fool because baby girl home waiting for me. Or my children miss me, but not caring about the other man's children or the other man's wife. You hear me? These are the guys that's searching for the Birkin bags. They'll give it all the way up for this woman, right? But when they come down to their friend, their brother, or their son, they'll lock them up. And that's what he done. And the cameraman that paid me for this, he said, Erna, the guy was so good and I looked up to OG. He said, but he pulled the wool so far over my eyes, I didn't see. I thought he was 100% solid. So I was bringing him to the most honorable one. And I want individuals to understand that there's only one most honorable. Stop giving me a title that's over a Law Soprano with the Isla, you hear me? Because at the end of the day, I'm a human being like everybody else. You know, I respect the title of me restoring the honor. Give me that, but don't give me nothing more, nothing less. You know, this is the circle of honor. And when you're in a circle of honor, you carry it the correct way. And the correct way is what? Honor is the action to loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Honor is the action to loyal. What does that mean to people? That means that we all could talk about honor. You know what I'm saying? And if you're a Muslim or if you, whatever your religion is, and you have understanding of whoever was one of the leaders in your religion, you know that they showed you that action in an honorable way. They showed that honor in an action form. It ain't all about what you talk. It's all about what you're doing. And y'all already know what I'm doing. It's been some time now. I'm catching up with these old legend Rilzats that's been on YouTube 50 years and they ain't seen a coin I seen. And alhamdulillah for me seeing a coin that I've seen off of it. But at the end of the day, I make sure I spread it around equally and I make sure I carry honor the correct manner. But we're never going to get honor carried in the correct manner because we're going to always have dudes that, you know, try to get over. We're going to always have dudes that try to get a little bit more than others. And I call those greedy Rilzats. Any type of larceny, they're going to sell their soul. So tonight, I don't want to keep it too long, but I need for everybody to subscribe, man. If you're following me right now, I got 64K subscribers over here, man. 64K and like 400 if I'm not mistaken. I need for y'all to come back over, man. The reason why I need for y'all to come back over is because y'all listening to a lot of nonsense, man. Everybody got an entertaining thing. Some guys are setting up stunts and, you know, playing gangster and all that. Man, y'all already know King Erner don't do no stunting, man. Y'all saw me in Harlem, man. Y'all saw me right out there in front of the, what's that, the Honorable Guy Fisher Showtime at the Apollo. Y'all saw me there. Y'all saw me there. And y'all saw me there to carry a Rilzat. And that rat ain't pop out. Y'all saw me on Queen's Flip Show in New York, right? In Queens, how I carried it when the rat paparazzi pole was supposed to pop out. It's 4 in the morning. We was on live from 12 in the evening to 4 in the morning, carrying the honor correctly. And we wasn't there to commit no violence, but they talked gangster. They said what they was going to do to King Erner. And then like most individuals, they understand, man. You know, you can talk about that, but it's about your walk, man. And, you know, what I do don't incite no real men to ever say anything to me. Not no real men. So I'm loved, I'm respected, but I'm not looking for fear. That's the old me. When I was a kid, I thought fear meant something. Fear creates hate. And that's why I got so much hate. Because individuals, after a while, you go away to prison or you calm it down, you put your pistol up and you're not blowing it no more. They say, damn, maybe I can try this guy. I suggest individuals to stop trying anybody, man. Do what you got to do for your family and become a positive individual. But don't sit up here on these social medias pulling stunts and fake, you know, things that you're doing like you're outside of people's cribs and you're pulling up the stores. And I see it all day on here, man. Everybody got a stunt. Guess what? In amongst they stunt, nobody's dead. So why are they playing the games they are playing? Because they like that attention. And youngins, y'all can't really follow that attention. I'm King Erner from the Honor Your Life campaign. Stop recycling crime. Section 8 is for you chillzumps who said, damn, I'm going to get down with the police and come out here and help the government lock individuals up while that same government continue to give you drugs to ruin our community. Me, yeah, stop recycling crime. Section 2, you know, Section B, that's for individuals that been in jail, in and out, back and forth, making, you know, you're recycling crime too, coming out thinking you can, you know, think better and say, damn, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. I'm a scam now. I'm going to kill for some money. I'm going to rob for some money. I'm going to do all of this. This is your thought process after doing bits for different crimes. And it all equal back to the same thing, a dirty, pissy jail cell where you never get a chance to see your family at. But I understand the men that understand, like, man, I got to do the time and I come home and better myself. That's what it's about, coming home and bettering yourself. It's not nothing about none of the jail stuff, the intentions of going back or, you know, saying, oh, man, I don't care, I'm riding. No, have a mindset and love your family because you can do what a lot of individuals done. You could tear that mother down. You could tear your grandmother down. You could tear that auntie down. You could tear that baby mom down by keep going back and forth to jail because, yeah, you may not care. You could do the time, but they can't. King Erner Live and Direct.